You have good intentions to be healthier, to follow through on eating nutritious food and go to work out. But then you feel tired, you don't have energy, you just don't feel motivated. Netflix is actually calling your name and suddenly all the good intentions are out of the window and you've wasted another day wishing, dreaming, hoping, but not actually making anything happen. You will let yourself down again because you've done it too many times. This ends now. Let's dive into the easy but powerful healthy girl habits to change your body, mind, and life. You have to get up early. The research has proven that those who wake up early have shown better mental health symptoms. They are optimistic, satisfied, and feel positive about situations. Your early morning hours tend to be the most productive time of day because you get uninterrupted time to yourself. You can accomplish any task faster when you don't face distractions. You feel more energized and more happier. According to a 2012 National Library of Medicine study, healthy adults who woke up early had a more positive state of mind than night owls. You also need to go to bed early and have a calming evening routine. For example, stop eating at least 2 hours before bed so you will fall asleep better and don't need to digest a lot of food. I know it's hard, but also stop scrolling like an hour before bed. Journal or read. Try to avoid watching a show in bed and instead try to separate watch time from bedtime. You really want to teach your brain that going to bed means sleep time. Make sure to move your body daily. Best move it a few times a day. Maybe do a short workout or a stretching routine in the morning. Then maybe go for a walk outside around lunchtime or after dinner, and do a heavier workout a few times per week where you really push yourself. We really want to get out of our comfort zone and build resilience. So it's important that you not only do things that feel comfortable all the time, but that you also learn to push yourself. Create daily powerful self-talk. You probably tend to beat yourself up and say things to yourself you would never say to your best friend. Honestly, is beating yourself up actually motivating you? Is it actually helping you? The way you talk to yourself really matters because the way you think about yourself dictates what you're going to do, how you're going to feel, and what results you're going to create. So we want to make sure that you have really powerful self-talk so you will create powerful things in your life, the things that you really want. When you lift yourself up, you will lift others up in the process. Create an environment that matches the person you want to be. How do we do one thing is how we do everything. Do you live in a messy kitchen or do you have a messy desk? Then chances are your thoughts and behaviors are messy and unstructured. If we take care of our environment and set it up in a way that matches the energetic vibration of who we want to be, we will grow into that person. Maybe you know this when you have a clean desk, you already feel so much more motivated to sit down and work. Start with small things like keeping your desk tidy, making your bed every morning, and clean up after yourself. So when you cook, make sure you clean up after yourself and you're not waiting 24 hours to wash the dishes. Think about if there was a camera team with you every day. How would you show up then? It's important that you start valuing yourself and doing these things for yourself and not because you might have guests to come over. Create a plan and start to structure your week. Set intentions. In order to get things done, you need to have a plan, what you're doing, okay? So the more vague you leave your week, the less you get things done because your brain has no focus and direction. Don't overwhelm yourself and create a massive to-do list. Start to create a plan that feels doable for the week and for the month so you know what you're working towards to. Start setting goals and start to break down those goals into smaller goals and then into action steps. You need to get out of the I see what happens mentality because when you are in the I see what happens mentality, nothing is actually happening. You also need to make sure you take care of your body. Self-care is a matter of self-respect. Looking good and feeling good matters. Taking time for your own skin and body care is a signal to your subconscious mind that you are important. And the more you start to respect yourself, the more you will see the value in yourself, which means your confidence and your self-esteem increases. And that means you will be more resilient, more bold and brave, and push yourself more outside of your comfort zone. And obviously, grow more and get more results. Nourish your body with healthy foods. And what I mean by healthy foods is pretty much 80% whole foods, plant-based. Lots of veggies, fruits, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds. Limit the amount of ultra-processed foods and beverages. Limit sugar and white flour. The way you feel and levels of anxiety, energy, and also mental strength and resistance can be influenced by your diet. Your mind and body are not two separate entities. Your gut is directly connected to your brain, and gut and brain health are therefore immediately connected. That's why it is best to eat nourishing foods that boost gut health. A healthy gut is full of good bacteria in your microbiome, and ultra-processed foods, sugar, and refined starches boost the bad gut bacteria, so we want to limit these. That doesn't mean to never have those foods, but we want to see those as treats, which means we don't have them every day. Not only what we eat matter, but also how you eat matters. Create a healthy, mindful eating routine. If you watch a show while you eat, you're not actually paying attention to your hunger and fullness signals. You might know it that you finish your meal and didn't even realize because you completely zoned out. It's easy to overeat, and overeating again is not good for your gut. Slow down and chew your food properly until you have a solid mash before swallowing. That again will take away pressure on your gut because your teeth are actually there to prepare the food in a way that your gut doesn't have to break it down as much. If you eat fast and don't chew, you might feel tired and bloated after meals because your gut has so much extra work to do that it's not really supposed to do because your teeth are meant to do this. And if you want to feel lighter after a meal, start eating less refined carbs, eat slowly, and chew properly. I used to think a good horse only jumps as high as it has to, and that kind of means that you really only have to do the minimum to get by. And that is not my mindset anymore, because that is not a success mindset. One more thing is to really push yourself, to learn to push yourself every day, at least once. Do one thing that scares you or challenges you every day. That can be a workout, that can be to talk to someone, to apply to a job you don't think you're good enough for. Something that really scares you. Nowadays, we feel pretty entitled for things to be easy. Everything feels hard and unfair. Unrealistic expectations of putting in little effort and then getting big rewards is really creating a society driven by instant gratification, perfectionism. In order to build strength and resilience, you need to start pushing yourself and create a growth mindset where effort and the pursuit is what drives you, instead of wanting the result quickly to validate yourself. And remember, you don't have to do all these habits all at once. Try and implement them one after another and just see how it goes, or take the habits that really resonate with you and start implementing them instead of trying to do everything perfectly at once. And finally, remember, you have everything that it takes to be the person you want to be already within you. Everything is already inside you. You just have to start unlocking it. I believe in you. Go out and kick ass.